Good evening, one and all. And you 16 thumbs down already. Thanks for that. Well done, you, whoever you are. Sad individuals. Good evening, everybody. Little change tonight. TVP can't make it. He's otherwise engaged tonight. So McTavish James has massively kindly agreed to just fill in for him this week. So thank you very much, James. Really appreciate it.
That's absolutely fine. Pleasure to be here.
We couldn't get rid of Roy, so he's still here. And and Jackson's still here too. Welcome, all three of you. Well done. Right, let's just say a few hellos in chat. Sorry, we're only a couple of minutes late tonight. That's good for me, isn't it? 2 minutes. Wow. So do you think that might be TVP that causes us to be late every week then? Because we're not late with these not here, are we?
Yeah.
Shall we blame him? He's not here, but we can blame him, can't we?
Oh, yeah.
We'll go with that. Thanks, YouTube. I'm live, yeah. Savage Simon. Good evening, Savage Simon. Thank you for your review of the juices. I enjoyed watching that, and including Alexa. I thought you could have asked Alexa's opinion, really. That would have been better, wouldn't it? Grant Mullins, good evening. Fletch Rowan, good evening. That's a cracking thumbnail. That's him off on the bus, isn't it? That's Blakey. That is Blakey, yeah. Nice one. I'll get you, Butler. Jackson, hello, Jackson, down below. Patrick Pyle, good evening, Patrick. Adrian Mason, good evening. Patrick Mick King, good evening, Mick. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Coyle, good evening, Coyle. Lynn Smith, good evening, Lynn. One of my spanners, the first of my spanners. Good evening to you. Mark Trigwell, Nicky Maynard, good evening. Patrick Pyle again, I've said that. Nicky Maynard again. Albert Valenti, good evening, Albert. Welcome to you. I'm still not telling anyone who sent me this.
Just giving the game away.
Peter, evening, Peter. TVP is holding them up. He's still counting all the money from the juice line. Righto. Cheech, evening, Cheech. Are you going to make it, Cheech, all the way through the broadcast without getting a timeout? Mega. I think you can do it. I won't tie you out. I won't tie you out, Cheech. That's my spanners. They're very strict. Simon, you've blocked all my accounts. See, there you go. Straight onto it. Asif, good evening, Asif. Helen Knight, good evening, Helen. Chadwick, good evening to you. Daniel, my second spanner, good evening to you. Michelle, good evening to you. Let's put Michelle on there as well. Talk a little bit about Michelle a little while with my Virgin Instagram moment last week. Super Hot Wheels, good evening. Robert Thompson, Rawston, I said Adrian, Lynn, Daniel, Peter247, good evening. And I think we're on duplicates. Scott Lee, no, it's a different one. Scott Lee, good evening to you. Cycle Scooby, and I'm up to date. Well done, me. For the one and only time of tonight, I'll be up to date. So, shall we go to the top right hand of the screen? Our guest of the night, James. Would you like to tell everyone what you're vaping on, please?
Yeah, I am on the mantle-based PWM with the matte black nest.
See, I knew you were a man of taste and quality.
And inside that, I have Kellenberry. Finally got my sense of taste back. I lost my sense of taste after I got my V. So I got my vaccine.
Oh, I see.
And a couple of days later, I actually lost my sense of taste.
That made you lose your taste?
Mine did, yeah.
Bloody hell.
And my sense, like, it got to the point where they thought I actually had it after they gave me my vaccine. But I'm all clear, and my sense of taste has come back, which is good.
Yeah.
The next one I'm on is the Invader RDA on the Nova. I see your Michelle might like this one. It's all blue. And inside that I have Vape Punks from the Vapory. I've got the Bubble Melon from the Vapory in that one. And that's pretty much me in a nutshell tonight. I'll pass it over to Roy.
There is, just before you do, there's a little
Uh,
question for you there from Coyle McTavish. I'll put it on the screen and you'll see it
yes.
pop up, I think. I saw your Noisy Cricket V1 review, just wondered, scroll up again, did you ever try the Noisy Cricket V2? I know it's not a full mech, but just wondered.
No, but I have tried one. It's basically in the same prep. It does the same idea as what this does. This is a regulated PWM. Where's my camera going? There we go. So it's regulated. So it's got your 18650s. It's got a little chip in it. So it does exactly the same thing as this. But you've got a little bit more safety. So it's a good gateway to try a mech as a regulated PWM. You're getting all the power, but you're getting all the, you're getting a few safeties in there. So you're not taking a huge risk if you're not too sure yourself.
I'll get to that, Roy. Typing away an answer. I've read it as well. I'll get to it. You've muted yourself, you peanut. Press the space bar.
He doesn't want banned, that's
why. We can't hear, Roy. You're muted. No.
Oh, so makes a change for other people to have hiccups rather than me.
Try again. No, we can't hear you if you try to talk.
He's just staring.
No, still can't hear you. When we hear you, I'll stick a thumbs up to you, Roy, so you know. No. Jackson, tell us what you're vaping on.
We're on the Paramar with the paint falling off it, as usual.
With
Each
the
week goes on, get a little bit more paint off. And we've got the Annie V2 on top, mouth to lung tank. And in that, I've got a bit of American #1 blend, new juice over from Zeus Juice tobacco. That's not bad. It's a very smoky, very, very smoky juice. We've got also the Pulse 2 with the Pulse 2 on top, Squonk Mod, 95 watt Squonk Mod, if I can hold it up straight what the fucking board is. In that, we've got a bit of Big Bold, Mango, if that focuses a bit better, and Passion Fruit. Not too shabby. And then we've got the Odin 100, we've got Isolator, RTA on top, over from Death Wish Mods. And in that, you've got to have a bit of this, ain't you? Bit of Shake 'em Up, TVP.
Shake 'em Up.
Lovely jubbly. And that's me done. That's all I'm vaping on tonight.
That's you done. Roy, have we got you back?
I don't know. Have you got me back?
Yes, we have. We have. Welcome back, Roy.
Thank you. So I have got the Ed Balance, which has got the.
While you're doing that, then, Roy, would you like to explain what that rattle is, where it comes from?
Okay, so if you take the tank off and check it, you do not have a rattle. But when you put it on the 510 connector, it's the little connectors onto the 510 that actually rattle, and there's no way of actually fixing the rattle.
The little C-clip underneath, and when the 510 goes down, that allows the C-clip to just rock, and that's what it is. If you take, it was Matt Benson, wasn't it? Was it
no, Simon?
Adrian Mason, sorry, Adrian. If you take your tank off, Adrian, take the RTA off and do it, you'll find it disappears. Sorry, Roy.
So in it, I've got, I'm being very careful at the minute because it's the last of the Tarleton Berry concentrate at 9 mil.
You've got that bloody quick.
It's just liquid crack to me. 150 mils of it. Woof.
You've gone through hundreds of mil.
150 mils. It's a 30 mil bottle of concentrate, which makes 150 mils.
Tablet for Roy.
You've gone through the normal bottle as well, the short fill, 100 mil, 120 mil short fill.
I have got.
Oh,
That
for
one's
God's
Roy.
sake,
Jesus, man.
flipping hell.
Animal.
So yeah, which I'm trying to keep for any well, don't have any RDA reviews to do, so I'll be doing using that my RDA reviews. So that was the non-latest Ed Balance. I have got the Lucky with the beautiful unicorn Nevermore on top of that.
Looks good on there, Roy.
It looks bloody good on it.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking mod.
It's a gorgeous mod. You can
Yeah.
be purchased. You can purchase this and this and this
Here comes the plug.
all on Naturevape.
Oh, pray tell, Roy, where from?
Naturevape.co.uk. In there, I have got some TVP. It's the Shake 'em Up. It's in that one. I've also got the Ambition Mods Converter.
That's the one I'm after. It just looks amazing.
It's. Do you know what though? I still prefer that.
Do you?
Out of the two of them, I prefer that. I think it's because the black band's the whole way around that, where this is a cage.
Yeah.
Even though you can move the button round to wherever you want it, either that side, this side. If you want, once you've got your wattage set, you can actually put it to the front as well.
On
Change it.
the converter, Roy, you know the cage,
Mhm.
is that sort of aluminium or is that plastic?
Carbon.
Metal. Yeah.
Metal. It's metal.
No. Yeah.
With the Ed Zachary on top of it, and in there I've got the Killenberry. And then finally, the Drag 3 with the PMP pod on top with the Otofo Smart Coil, which is also available from naturevape.co.uk.
Available.
And in there, I've got Shake 'em Up in here because I need to vape through it. So that is my buffet tonight. I've also got that just sitting at the side, which is the P3 with the Aromanizer V2 on top.
Excellent. And a Tuesday night wouldn't be a Tuesday night, Roy, without knowing what you have for tea.
We had a conglomerate of Michelle and I both making homemade vegetable soup with potatoes in it.
With some what? Sorry.
With potatoes in it.
With some potatoes. Okay.
With spuds in it. Yeah, some baby spuds in it.
But
so,
did you have any fruit?
A wee bit.
I had a wee bit of melon.
Oh, a little bit of melon.
I didn't actually have a bit of melon.
Because I do think Michelle was spotted shopping, and I could have sworn she had some fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. There. See, you can't go anywhere without being spotted.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm prepared to see a fist come across Roy's screen.
No. And please note, just above the left-hand melon, there is it says Siggy Vapes up there. The very first shop in Northern Ireland to stock TVP juice.
There you go. Yeah, with a bit of shake 'em up right in the middle.
Yep.
Well done, Michelle. Sorry, Roy. What a cheap way of doing that. What a cheap jibe. Oh, dear. Right, that just leaves me. What am I vaping on? Well, I'm like Jackson. I was sent this by someone, the Anani. And here it is on the little Tacket Mini. I haven't got my green screen tonight, so you can see it a little bit better, I think.
Yeah,
Is that a Tacket Mini? Is it just
Tacket Mini? Yeah. Plus or minus.
18350 battery, isn't it?
Yeah, 18350. Hmm.
like that one?
Yeah.
Yep. That's nice. What's that one, Roy?
That's the Tacket Mini too.
Is
That's
it?
just yeah.
Where's my
That's it with the resin sleeve on it.
This is like the
resin sleeve.
What's that on there? Bit of hair.
Plastic.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I did the air quotations.
That's my other one. But the Tacket Mini is the cheaper. This little stainless steel one is like half the price, and to be honest, I like stainless steel, so don't bother me.
Has
Yeah.
it got the MOSFET
Oh,
chip in it as
nice.
well?
Yeah, a little MOSFET chip, but how tiny is that?
What do you think of the Annie V2, Matt?
Well, I was sent this by one of my customers, and he said it's actually not bad. You should try it. And it's been sitting there a couple of weeks, but I tried it the weekend.
Yeah.
I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. Now, I know this is on a very special offer on a couple of places
Yeah.
in the UK. If you can get past, no, not get past, if the looks don't offend you, if you like the looks, and I'll show that up there again. Personally, I think that's a little bit of an ugly brute, but the vaping of it is actually very, very good. What do you think, Jackson?
I agree with you. I do agree with you. Obviously, like you just said, I think a lot of people are going to be put off anyway by the Ultim, aren't they? I think
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
But for the price and how it vapes, it does vape very, very well.
A quick
Flavour
Google
comes through
search
very
will see you find it quite readily.
Yeah.
But spoiler alert, it's what's that, a tenner, I think?
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Tremendous
I've paid
value for that.
Yeah. But no.
For anyone who didn't catch the name, Annie.
I think if
V2.
the glass, if the Ultim is clear, it might not look as dog ugly.
Yeah, it is a bit ugly. It's a bit of a
get clear Ultim.
Like Mark pointed out there, I think if you get past the Ultim, the look of it, it is a really good mouth-along vape, to be fair with you. And for a tenner. You know what I mean? For a tenner, I don't think you can grumble at all, to be fair with
anyone who just wants a spare kickabout tank RTA, then can't go wrong, really. And I don't sell them, so don't say I always promote my stuff. Inside,
all right. You've got me to do your promoting.
Oh, I got Roy for that. Of course I have, yeah. Inside there, I've got my Shake 'em Up, which is getting a bit low. That's my 9 milligram Shake 'em Up. What else have I got on the go here? I've got my Ed Balance with a... Oh, it's just too late with it. Just too late. Come on. There. Low battery. Now I haven't got... You can see, Roy, you can tell you use that a lot. Look at the base.
Yeah, scratches.
Quite scratchy, isn't it?
It's never out of my... It's never out of... Michelle will tell you, since I've got this.
How scratchy is that? It's not as scratchy as yours. I must look after mine.
What's the difference? Like, there's no difference in the displays. No difference in the displays at all. And
on there, I've got my Ed Zachary V2. And inside there, I've also got... I've got a thing about this Shake 'em Up in 9 milligram. Really enjoying it. And I've gone back to... I've taken the EVL out of here. And I've gone back to my dot shell inside the dot mod. And I have to say I'm preferring it. I think the dot shell takes some beating. I really do.
It does. It's absolutely fantastic. You know, the few times I do get to use Michelle's collection of dot mods, the dot shell would be the favourite.
You haven't got the right colour nail varnish on, you see, Roy. You have to be colour coded to use a dot. Not right.
We'll even let you pass having to wear the same colour of t-shirt. Pin it up for wearing nail polish.
Roy's looking for something now. What's he looking for?
No, I'm not. I'm answering Devil Vapor.
Yeah?
I'll do it while I'm talking. Devil, I'm the original founder of the 0.1 Club. It has to be 0.1.
0.1.
Yeah.
And I'm on the, as you are on also, Roy, the SMRT coil with the tank that you kindly gave me on here. And in there, I've got the tartanberry in here, I think. Yeah, I have. And that's it. I'm drinking some summer fruits. No beer for me tonight. And I'm eating some Haribos. There we are. And that's me. All done.
Berry, that tastes like strawberry. And some of them are really squishy.
What on earth? So, I think we'll go to McTavish As I say, thanks ever so much for popping on tonight and filling Mark's tremendously large shoes. So you've done a review, haven't you? How many of the TVP juices?
I've only done the one.
That's what I thought. Just the one.
Yeah, I had done the shake 'em up, and then the following day I got the vaccine, and I went to I set I set all my stuff up to do the Killenberry, and that's when I realised I'd lost my sense of taste because of the vaccine actually made me lose it, which was quite unusual. And to look up, it's actually not as abnormal as most people would think. So every juice review I've had to stop. I've had to wait until I can actually taste again. So hopefully by next week I'll be able to.
Yeah,
I'll get out.
I hadn't thought of that. Well, there's a true reviewer that waits till he can taste rather than winging it. So I respect you for that.
Thank you.
The vaccine. I had my vaccine number 2 on last Friday. Now I don't know if it's coincidental, but I'll ask the question out in chat. I was the grumpiest, angriest man over the weekend. It's just not even funny, Owen.
That's just you every weekend.
No, it really isn't, Roy. No, it really isn't. I had a hissy fit with a piece of wood. I won.
You had to go out and buy more wood.
I don't know. Did anyone else have it, or was I just in a foul mood? I also had what I knew was going to be a horrific dentist appointment yesterday, and maybe there was some anxiety there for that because I absolutely hate the dentist. I was an hour and a half in the dentist chair, and that was yesterday.
Even the thought of the dentist just makes me grouchy. So
I think it could have been a bit of both, but I mean, I say it quietly. Tina was a little crabby too, but that could have been me rubbing off on her. You never know.
That probably was you rubbing off on her.
So, did you say it was your second McTavish or the first?
It was my first one. It was like I'm used to getting the flu shot every year, so I was expecting, the top part of my arm to be really sore, like it usually does. The following day, I woke up and I lost the use of my fingers. My whole arm was numb. Really? I could move my hand, but I couldn't grab anything. So I phoned up. I said, can you? Is this normal? And they went, it's a possibility because there's not enough known about all the side effects. And then the following day after that, I had a fever. They might as well just took the whole Collins literature book of medicine and side effects and just bashed me over the head with it. Seriously.
Christ.
And then I woke up the following morning, the best way I can describe it to anyone in chat who's obviously not had any vaccines at all, I woke up and I felt hungover.
That was how I felt.
Worst headache ever.
Yeah.
I was groggy. I wouldn't say I was lethargic, but I was pretty much there. And it got to the stage where I had to actually call in work and say, look, I'm clearly not fit to work at all. So that's been since Friday. I've been not working.
Right.
I just couldn't do it.
So, I mean, that's pretty much how I felt. I just felt like I'd had a right night on the lash the night before with my first one. I had no real pain in my arm or anything, but the second one I had down to my elbow here. But she did it higher up this time. I know she did the second one, but I don't know. Like I say, whether all these, I didn't feel any different. I didn't feel hungover. I didn't lose my taste like you did. The second one, I felt generally absolutely fine, apart from I think I'd have argued with anyone over the weekend. I just was really not a nice person, to be honest. I'm just telling the truth. That's how it is.
Yeah.
And
Feed off.
Yeah.
I just get this real almost cartoon image of my head going, he's walking past this poor piece of window going, "What are you looking at?"
No, I
Stamping
was
and
no,
stamp.
no. I was doing some skirting board. I should tell you what it is. And because to get to my tools, I had to move quite a bit of stuff, and I thought, I'm just going to wing it. And I got my router out and tried to do it by hand, and which was going okay, till I checked where the flex was, and it grabbed, and I was like, oh, and I lost it. I just lost it. I thought, this isn't how I work. I'm not like this. Usually you ought to see me. It's measured. I've got my guide up. I've got everything there, and just buzz it through and do it properly. And I think I was annoyed with myself for even thinking I could take a shortcut because I'm quite fussy when I do things. So, what the hell was that?
Not me.
Might be Meg. I'm not sure. It's always something with me.
I don't know.
Well, we're going to blame you, Jackson, because it's normally you.
It's normally his week. Well, no, it isn't it?
Fletch Rowan, let's put your comment on the screen. Shake 'em up banana is still strong. Now, you'll find if you've added your nick shots and don't vape it, without nick shots, as some people do, after 3 weeks, you will lose a lot of that banana. The banana blends with the strawberry, but it does take, I would say, 3 weeks. And I was talking to Michelle about this on Instagram, and she actually wants to vape it earlier because she loves the banana. So we've all got, different periods you want to vape things. But if you've left it, 3 weeks and you still find the banana strong, I guess you're more sensitive to banana. I can't think of anything else.
But if you do want to vape it without nick in it, what I would say is take the bottle, take the lid off it, squeeze out the air, put in some more air back into it and shake it, and just keep doing that, because otherwise it's not steeping or aerating. And if you do that, then it sort of helps mellow it out. And by the way, Mark, your bit of wood that you had an argument with,
Yes.
say piss off to you and come over to me.
No, that's not my bit. My bit was in 4 bits.
That's just one of it. It was heartbroken, so it came over here.
And I have that was actually not related. That cut on that knuckle, that wasn't related. That was on my other work, that was just a general thing. That wasn't a temper thing.
There's Dean said the flavour that he was getting when he tried it this week, it is more or less gone.
Say again.
So Dean's saying that the flavour's mellowed out, because he said the flavour that he was getting when he's tried it again this week, it is more or less gone. So it's mellowed out.
Right. I haven't got as far as that. I'll get. Oh, it's TVP. Good evening, TVP.
That was 20 minutes ago.
Listen, Roy, I'm always far behind. So there's no point in you answering people in chat because we'll do it again. So what is the...
But they'll probably have gone by the time you get to them.
You've missed your friend. Yeah. Look. Good evening, Laurie. You missed her.
I didn't. I've answered. I've Laurie.
God. Thank you so much for the last
question after that.
Including the easy mod thingy. What a great thing that is. And Laurie is referring to my 3D printed tool. Oh, yeah, Roy's got one as well.
That was a bit the colour of mine. I'm going to have to get another one with a better colour.
I thought you deserved one in dog shit brown, Roy.
That's what it is. It's dog shit brown. It looks like a piece of shit lying on my desk.
For anyone watching, they start off this colour. I don't know what Roy's been using his for. I've no idea.
Butt plug.
Oh dear.
It was the flavour that Dean had. The flavour that Dean had private messaged you about.
Dean, right, yeah. Dean was saying with the that was the shake 'em up. He thought there was like almost a malty biscuity flavour within there, and I think in my head that's just like that's banana. I think it's part of a banana thing. I think, but you see, we all get different things out of when we vape. Flavors are different for all of us. I mean, I can't stand onions, for example, but some people would just shake their head in disbelief that I don't like onions. But we are all different, aren't we? Taste buds are different.
Yeah.
What we get from things are different. So, yeah, I spoke to Dean. Shall we go there? I think Dean will be the first. Let's just get it out of the way. I think Dean did a review from. It was supposed to be humour and comedy. He did it from the toilet because it started off that Roy said, "I got this toilet cleaner arrive," which is Dean is Dean. Sorry, I said Roy. I meant Dean. Dean is Dean. It's a sense of humour thing. None of us get all personal over it. It's funny. We're all funny people. It's witty. Everything else. But it didn't quite pull it off from the toilet, and I think Dean realised that. And we've all spoken behind the scenes. No one's angry with anyone else. We're all still good friends. We'll have a little laugh and a joke, won't we, Dean? But that's where it ends. And I just want everyone in chat to know that there's none of this sort of aggro going on behind the scenes, because there isn't. Dean's, I've known Dean a long time. That's where it ends. End of. All agreed?
Agreed.
Adrian, what's this one? Will you be getting the tinted black glass for the bishop? That may be thinner O-rings, as that is how my one split. Yeah, more of them are on the way, Adrian, and more of the 4mm stainless steels are on the way. In fact, a whole load more bishops are on the way in general. So, yeah, all that stock is on the way.
Bloody good tank. Especially with the bell cap.
Yeah, they are good.
If you get a bishop, definitely get a bell cap. You won't regret
it.
So how does the bell cap make it any better? Does it give it better flavour?
Just the filling wise. Obviously, with the bishop, you have to take it, pull the top cap off, turn it upside down, unscrew, fill, rescrew. Obviously, with the top cap, it's top fill. It just switches it to top fill, and it Roy.
Yeah, and makes it bigger. It gives you more capacity. So for a mouth to lung, and it's fantastic. Hence why, when I'm filling up 4.4 mils or 4.5 mils every time, that's why I'm going through 150 mil of tartan berry so quick. So my order for 3 bottles of 30 ml concentrate of tartan berry will be incoming.
Tartan berry. Sorry, I was scrolling through chat. I think we yeah, there you go. I was actually looking for a reaction from Dean. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Dean. Yeah, mistakes, and that's it. That's an end to it. As far as I'm concerned, we're all good. So thanks for that, Dean. You're a top man. So have we got to the Jackson 5 yet? What's the time?
I knew you were going to say that.
I think we're about We haven't. Oh, sorry, McTavish, you're going to have to sing it tonight.
Yeah, you're going to have to sing
not here.
Come on, mate.
The Jackson 5. No, he's not going to. Roy?
I was going to say,
I ain't singing it. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I was going to say, good luck with that. My throat feels like it's been put through a paper shredder. Good luck with that one.
Right, Jackson 5. Over to you.
Obviously, I've had the week off work, so I've been more with the kids and building Lego houses and Lego cars and this, that, and the other with my week off. But I was reading today, to be fair with you, it popped up about teenagers out in the UK and the USA and whatnot are if they're vaping, they're 7 times more, higher to get COVID. Is it a load of bollocks? Come on, let's be real. Is it bollocks? Is it truth? What do we think?
What do you think?
I think it's a load of bollocks, personally. I really do. I think, the thing with vaping, they always put it down. It's always something. There's this wrong, there's that wrong. They don't like it. They're not making money off it. Come on. So it's whatever they can pick up on just to throw it out there. And sadly enough, my belief is a lot of people do believe it, sadly enough.
My first question, Jackson, would be, who wrote the article?
Well, it was on when I was looking at it, because what I tend to do is obviously Google News and everything like that on the phone, and it come up. And then I thought, well, it's, a news channel. It was a USA news channel, to be fair with you. So it was like,
90
well,
DP.
Yeah.
Well, which news channel?
So have you got another question for the Jackson 5 then, or have we got have we got to talk about the USA's bull?
If I remember
Well,
rightly, I think it's
it's like
CNN.
I was mentioning to you guys before we went live, and I was had to double check with you. Obviously, propylene glycol is a sterilizing agent, so
They
it's
used to use
not only is it used in our liquids, but the hospitals actually pump it through the air conditioning systems
yeah.
to try and stop any kind
Infection.
of airborne
And
bacteria.
people, or we used to be in the aerosols for asthmatics.
Yeah, yeah. The
Also,
thing is,
also the
it's just-
temperature that you vape at. It's why they say that smokers and vapors are less likely to get it, because the corona or COVID sits in your throat just above your lungs, and then that's when it gets sucked down into your lungs and infects your lungs and everything else. But if you're vaping or smoking, preferably vaping, the heat of the vape is going to kill the virus in your throat. So
Yeah.
I don't know if
it's
that's
like,
true, but putting that aside, even just that article, how would they
Yeah.
actually gather? It took them long enough to know that vitamin D will help someone with defend this virus, didn't it? So how can they
Yes.
then suddenly come out with PG is encourages it to spread? I mean, a friend of mine, he's out of area, he's in the Midlands. His son went to a barbecue. Vaping awareness.
this was sent to me and to Michelle from the kids, and it's a letter for parents.
Oh, is it?
Yep, and it says vaping awareness. And it basically goes: the Public Health Agency, Education Authority, Youth Service, and the Police Service of Northern Ireland have collaborated to ensure you as a parent guardian are fully informed of the dangers of unregulated vaping substances. So straight away it says vaping, but then they straight away go unregulated vaping substances. Police have received a number of reports of young people who have suffered a reaction as a result of vaping cannabis-infused oil. Some of these incidents occurred while the young people were on school premises.
I'm not sure we're allowed to say that word, Roy, on air. Well, marijuana.
No, well, that is an official.
we could get away with it. You could say Thunderhead Creations. Just take their initials.
But you've said it now, Roy. So what? What the hell? But
Well,
no,
it's part of an official letter. So
I get what you mean, Roy. That's like a hidden part within a letter. The first thing you read is vaping, isn't it? That's what sticks in your head.
Yeah.
But it's not
exactly,
that,
and that's. I'm going to actually be contacting the school in regards to that.
I'll bet you will.
The headline is just so misleading,
Yeah.
and it's absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
As somebody who is a vape reviewer, well, so-called vape reviewer, I'm prepared to go into the school and actually talk to the fifth years, lower sixth and upper sixth about vaping and safe vaping.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you should. I think that'd be fantastic, because then you can educate.
Suggest it, Roy. So in my left pocket, I've got some Bensons. In my right pocket, I've got.
And here in this back pocket, I've got some skunk.
But this friend of mine in the Midlands, so his son went to a barbecue. There was 25 people at the barbecue, and his son caught this virus, and the variant one, the Indian one, and 20 others at that barbecue. Now, bear in mind, this is outside, tested positive from that barbecue. That's massive, isn't it? That's outside.
Yeah.
Okay, how can you
Yes.
prove that it came from the barbecue though, and it wasn't from school, and it wasn't from somewhere else?
Roy, I can't. I'm saying there was 25 people.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
20 of them
But out
tested
of those
positive.
25 people, have they all tested positive?
So say again.
Out of the 25 people,
Yes,
how many have tested positive?
20.
So there's 5 that didn't.
5 that didn't. They were Billy No Mates. They were in the North Bar. So there you go.
Yeah.
So I think we're all unanimous, then, are we? That's a load of tosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah, load of tosh. We'll put that in the tosh section. Yeah, thank you, Jackson. Any other points you want to race, or was that your?
No, that was it. Like I says, this week I've had the week off, so I've spent it like with the kids and everything like that, doing different bits and bobs. So I haven't watched no reviews or nothing. I've just focused with the kids. Because normally I'm always at work till stupid time at night, so it made a bit of a change having the week off and doing bits.
Nice for you, isn't it? You get to see them before they go to bed. You get to see them before they go to bed.
No, when I come home, they're all in bed. I come home late in the middle
What I
of the
mean,
night.
this week we're having a week off. You've got to see
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, especially my little boy because he's only 4. So
Right.
9 times out of 10 we're building some sort of Lego house or Lego car or something. Do you know what I mean? So no, it's been nice. It's been nice this week, just to sort of chill with the kids and everything. So yeah.
I guess, Roy, you've probably already answered this, then, have you?
Yes.
Why?
Because we all know Laurie goes to bed early and wanted to get it answered beforehand.
Okay, we'll move on. Michelle's got 4, have you, Michelle? Dot mods. Wow.
4. Yeah, 4 dot mods now.
Oh, does it say she's not very well? Oh. Oh, sorry to hear that, Laurie. I ended up back in. I missed that comment. Ended up back in hospital.
No, that was because of staples in her. She became allergic to.
Right. Yeah.
Which is surprised. Only staples are titanium.
Yeah. Most medical grade stuff is made out of titanium.
Yeah.
Probably budget cuts, Roy. They've had to put tin ones.
But why am I staples?
Laurie said I didn't. Laurie, I did. I did answer you, Laurie.
I didn't see him, Laurie. I didn't see him answer you at all. Eating, Pav. Oh dear.
She's shouting at me as well.
Sorry, say again.
She was shouting at me as well.
Shouting at you. Oh my word.
Yeah,
Come on, Laurie. Do you want the link? Shout out properly.
She did. She put it in capitals.
Did she?
Yeah.
Mark says, Triggerwell, awful first jab experience. Second one was fine. Yeah, I'd agree with that. My second one was never felt any other than potentially my bad temper. I'm not sure. Poor old Tina. I actually even had to go and apologise to next door. I was sorry if you heard any bad language. And they said, yeah, we did hear. But there you go. Not to worry. Super Hot Wheels. He was in bed for 48 hours after his first jab. Really sick, basically full-blown flu. Bad both ends. Fine with second one. Yeah, I didn't really find it that bad. The first one, it was literally just like a hangover. Like I've been on the lash the night before and felt a bit headachy.
I wish I'd taken more painkillers because I took 2 before I went for my first jab.
Right.
And that later, I was all right. Grand. I drove from Ballymena to Belfast and then Belfast to Coleraine, which is like 100 odd miles. And I was fine. Later that night, I started getting shivery. So I just started getting shivers. So I went to bed and then I woke up and I felt like it was burning. But there was my skin wasn't burning or I wasn't hot. I just felt like it was burning up inside. Then the next day I had a headache and that was it. And I'm waiting.
That's the fever. Your
AstraZeneca.
Mine was the Pfizer they gave me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Pfizer as well.
Was that what that noise was, Roy?
No.
Roy's fine.
You would know if I farted. You'd know in my face because they're that bad at the minute. I would stink myself out and have to open the door up if I farted. So.
Dean thinks
something vibrated somewhere. Yeah, it was his posture on his chair.
I think it was Jackson's vibrator sitting on the desk. He forgot to move it.
You think? Evening, Jackie Chan. Old family fortunes gone wrong. Yeah, it was a bit like that. Flavor said was getting a try to say, all right, more or less gone. Yeah, I mean the TVP juice. It just basically does take time. I watched Vaping Heed's review, which I found pretty entertaining. Actually, I think he did a pretty good job of that. I enjoyed that. But even at the end with the FP, it didn't look to me like that juice was well steeped. It was still quite clear. And you will get a completely... I mean, vape it when you like, but to get the flavour right, shall we say, or how we perceive it as right, they're all custardies and creams and yogurts and things. They do take time. They take 3 weeks. Yeah, look how dark. I can show how dark things are this time, Roy, because I haven't got my green screen on, which I did notice you liked that
Black
one.
bottle.
Yeah, black bottle.
It needs to be black.
tried.
It needs to be black.
We like that colour.
Laurie, what's happened to TVP? He's unavailable tonight, Laurie. He'll be back.
McTavish beat him up and took his place.
Nuclear butt plug. God, I'm behind. Oh, we're still talking about the tool. I'll skip through a bit. Yeah, okay. I think I'm getting there now. What's this Dean's put? Yeah, mate, all is well. Stop watering down those Haribo for the juices. Yeah.
My only question, because obviously I never saw his review, like, when I'm not well, I basically shut the whole world away and I just kind of try and get myself better. But hopefully he flushed and washed his hands. All I'm going to say.
Did he flush? No, I didn't notice him flush on the review. I didn't notice
No, he didn't flush at all. And he didn't wipe, so he must have drip dried.
Oh, dog.
It's not a problem, Dean. Not a problem. So what else have we got? We've also got our picture competition that we were running. Now, TVP's not here, and I want him to be part of picking that. So I know we extended it another week because basically I couldn't show any of the first pictures. So you lot have got some sick heads. You really have. But I appreciate all the pictures that were sent, but I just couldn't show any of them. I have had a few. I'll show you the selection that we've had. I think my pictures have gone funny there. Well, they start off pretty good, actually. They start off fine. There you go. I like that one. Some darts in a dartboard, and the juices all in there. So that was a good one. I won't say who sent these for now. I'll just go through them. And the next one, we've got some Iron Brew with some... What's he got there? Shake 'em up?
Yeah.
On that one.
I'd just like to clarify, the only Scott here, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Then they start going downhill, I guess, into a theme. And then they hit rock bottom. That's basically where they go. Shake 'em up. I suppose when you bring out a juice called Shake 'em Up. So we still haven't had many. And if you want to enter the competition, it is for 3 bottles of juice. So it's just that round figures, 45 quid. It's a good price, worth having. So email the pictures to me, info@naturevape.co.uk, and enter the competition. It's not like you're fighting against 100 other people. You haven't got much to compete against because we still haven't had many pictures.
Night, Laurie.
So come on, guys.
That one's the winner.
And Michelle says her melon picture should be included.
Well, I think it should. I've just included it on there. So yeah, I think it should. So yeah, let's have some entries. So yeah, which one so far do you think in chat has won? I think we know where you're going to go with this. TVP is off. Night, Bitar. Watch the replay. Have a good one. Good night, TVP. Take care.
And Laurie's gone to bed too.
Good night, Laurie. Take care. Glad you like your little widget. For getting your battery out.
I just want to know I was just seeing Matt say comment. He says, I want to know how some people are going to do Tartanberry. That's going to be interesting to see how you get a picture like that. It's just going to be smart. It really is.
I haven't sent mine in yet.
No. Well, can you enter, Roy? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Cheech,
We sent
we're
one
on
anyway,
good behaviour. Yeah, he's on good behaviour, I think, tonight.
Just to stain your brain, I'm going to send you one.
Yeah, just scrolling through.
No, because what will happen is the poor man will come on the stream, have to show it, and then you'll just see a twitch for the rest of the stream. But I've just had to look at Roy's picture.
There's a lot of Cheeches in chat tonight. I think all been cloned.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Like, obviously, because
I gave up.
Cheech is like a paradox. You don't know who is the real Cheech.
Evening, Mr. Adair. I don't know if anybody's, and Mr. Chan as well. I don't think Mark's mentioned your name.
I did mention Mr. Chan, but not Mr. Adair. Good evening, David. I'm scrolling through chat. You guys chat away. Talk about something. I'm looking to see what's coming up. That's all. Lorry steel has very little nickel in it, so maybe avoid stainless steel wire. I mean, I think probably if you've got a nickel allergy, probably Canthel's the best thing you can have.
Yeah, A1. A1 hasn't got any nickel in it at all.
Yeah.
If you were to go for any kind of rebuildable wire, just go for Canthel A1. It has no nichrome in it whatsoever. That's your safest bet.
Yeah. Thank you, Peter. He says that the new airflow kit, they do it for the Reload S. Where's my Reload S? I think it's downstairs, actually. It is. It's on my clutch, which I think is downstairs.
I also saw there on Facebook this evening, Kieran has posted up pictures of this. And I absolutely love his pictures, the way he's got the 4 different types of way of putting it up. But there's actually 6, Kieran. Because you can put it inside the cage and outside the cage as well. You can change the button bit from being outside the cage to inside this bit. So you can actually swap it over as well. So that's another 2. So there's 6.
Yeah, I need to get my hands on one, because that's like I'd said when I first seen it as its concepts on Ambition's website. I thought that's literally a mod that can grow with someone. You know, if they want to be regulated, and then you feel brave, goes into being a mech mod as well. It literally goes through the whole journey with you, and I think that's what some companies are missing these days. They're normally kind of fixed in their own kind of ways, like, oh yeah, this is just the starter device, this is all it does. That device there does everything, and I need to get my hands on one of them, and I'll just throw all my regulated ones out and just keep that.
The biggest niggle
at the moment.
The biggest niggle with it, though, and I think Mark will agree with me.
100% agree. So I know what you're going to say.
If you set it down and you haven't used it for an hour, so if I'm stuck into work and then I pick it up thinking, right, I'm going to be out this, and you go, then you have to press it 5. It switches off, so you have to press it 5 times to get it switched back on again.
I know the Nova does that as well. Nova does that.
Hence why the Nova is up there on the shelf and not being used.
Yeah, it's like I won this one from work, and I thought, you know what, I'll just use it.
It's all right for work. Can't do that for work, mate.
Yeah.
That's all.
Question here for me, Mark Trigwell. How are the Drake's 50mm short fills progressing? Any news? No, Mark. I say no. I regularly talk to Drakes. I don't want to sound like a whinger, but I get told they're going to be any time now, and they just don't arrive. and I'm telling my customers any time now. I mean, we have got Drakes in stock, but we are really, really short out of a lot of the variants, and it is a bit frustrating. I mean, it's these, the net tobaccos. They can't be rushed. They can't just be chucked in a machine, mixed up, and spat out. They take longer than that. But so there is that justification for it. But also, the process of making it was moved to Germany because the machine did a better job there. But when, of course, this outbreak came, everything then, that laboratory, if you like, had to be shut down in Germany, and tried to move back to the UK, and it has proved a problem for him. So I'm not going to, talk badly of Drake's because he's a super fella, he's a lovely guy, Dan. But it's frustrating for all of us. But please bear with us. I'm sure will be soon now. It's got to be imminent now, and we'll have them back. Hopefully, they're worth. Well, we know they're worth the wait. You smoked vaped Drakes, haven't you, Jackson? You like them, didn't you?
Yeah, Drake's is banging. The Kentucky one I had, banged it really, really nice.
Is that
Really
your end?
nice.
Oh, you've got Roy's had Drakes as well.
Yeah, it's probably. To be fair with you, that's probably the best tobacco I have tasted. That's my opinion.
What is that?
It sounds like somebody's phone is vibrating.
Whose phone is vibrating?
My phone. I've got my phone on the table.
I moved mine over to my couch, which is like halfway across the room from where I am now, so it's not me.
Did you just get a message through, Jackson, or something? Did your phone vibrate?
My phone's on the table. Yeah, here.
It's vibrating. That's what it's just vibrating through your laptop and through your mic.
Everybody send Jackson a message.
No, you can stop.
Let me go grab my phone.
Did you
last
get?
week I got a message. Last fucking week.
Did you get many messages on that video? That was about.
I did. I did get a few. Yeah, I did get a few.
You did.
It's a clone. It's a clone. Is it a clone? Is it a clone? I thought you could fuck off. Is it a clone?
Oh, that was funny.
That
was funny. Okay, right. Well, I'm trying to read chat and talk at the same time. So, McTavish, talk a little bit about your channel. Obviously, the clue's in the title. You like your mechs, don't you? Have you got much coming up?
I have the Praxis by Praxis Vapor. I just need to edit it up and put it together. And then, obviously, since that weekend there, I've kind of had to stop everything because I haven't been well enough to do anything.
Yeah.
The last show I was on was Simon's 62 show, and I don't know if anyone else here in chat or had seen anything, but I was an absolute mess. I couldn't even talk properly.
Yeah.
You could just tell what the painkillers and the antibiotics were all working. I just came on the screen like this. Hi guys, how you all doing? I couldn't even open my eyes. I was a total mess. But the channel should be back up and running next week, definitely. I'm just giving myself to the end of this week, get myself right as rain. I've got a few mechs coming from China Land. I've got a few bits and pieces coming as well. Para series coming as well. I'm trying to remember the name of it. God, I've gone completely blank. It's White Delrin as well, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Right, that sounds.
I like really unusual looking mechs, things that actually stand out. So that's what I've got a few things coming up. So everyone, just keep an eye out on my Instagram and my Facebook, and you'll see what's coming. Because at the moment, I can't remember.
So you use Facebook more than anything, do you, to announce what you got coming?
Well, what I normally do is my Instagram and my Facebook are linked. So what I normally do is I'll put on the Instagram and it'll automatically go into Facebook on the same day.
Right.
Which is quite good.
Right. Michelle has asked you a question. I'll pop it on the screen.
Oh yeah. I've slept in both of them sleep from when I originally got sent them to me, and the lemon curd is by far my favourite. It's absolutely brilliant. It's not too a lot of cakey flavours put me off, but the cakiness is just at the very, very end.
There's no cakiness in it.
I just noticed you replied. What is it with you people that you're replying to people in chat by typing away? We are talking to people. Tell them.
Well, we don't want it. You keep telling us not to jump chat, and we just want to get things answered before
the
the end
end
of the show.
You are jumping chat by replying in chat. That's exactly what you're doing.
You want to get them in before the end of the show.
Yes, I've just spotted Coil. He's got an original simple 22mm 18650. That's a cracking mech. It was basically, if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's basically like a Rogue. It's it's basically completely sealed on one side, and you've just got the switch.
Which one was that, McTavish? Which mod?
It's called Simple, but the way that it looks is SMPL.
Right, I haven't seen
It's just a straight brass tube. I don't know if he had any designs or anything on his, and it was all kind of all one-sided. It basically had the thread for the button, and that was it. Very little voltage drop, and it was a heavy hitter.
Right.
I'm just seeing a few people going, "Oh, I've got this mech too." So it's quite good to see people. We have got some avid mech users in your chat as well. When I do other shows, people are like, "Oh, it's more regulated," so it's nice to see a few people pop up.
There's quite a few mech mod users in chat. Lynn, one of my spanners, he's just got that. What's the pipe?
He got the Vape Smarter.
Vape, yes, that's it. Yeah, which is I think that's just like a.
It's a click fit, is it not?
Yeah, it is. If they made a pipe, I might contact them actually. If they made a pipe with a DNA 60 chip in it, I'd be all over that. I really would.
All you have to do is message Stu, and he probably would.
Yeah.
Mainly, like, if you just go, look, Stu, I'm looking for a pipe, 18650 or 18350. How much? He'd probably just give me a ballpark figure to work with.
One of each, please. 18350 and 650. Oh, I have got a few pipes.
Or an adapter. Come on, this is Stu we're talking about. He'd be like, yeah, you know what?
I've got the Limelight pipe here. That's how dusty that is.
Nice.
Limelight pipe.
Yeah, that's
still
nice
dust.
It's nice and clean.
Yeah, 18350 that is. That's a mech. And I've got me this one, 18650.
What the heck?
Yeah, that's nice. That is nice.
Which is rather nice. And I've got the smock pipe as well, and that somewhere. I've got a few pipes. I ought to use them more. Put them down there for a minute.
Is that when you get your hold your little pinky out while you're
my little pinky
with your carafe?
With my carafe, yeah. I think my neighbours saw a different side to me the weekend. I've lived here about 8 years, and I don't think I've ever heard an outburst from here before. Terrible. But I don't know. Do things get on top of you? I mean, we talk about mental health quite a lot, and things do and can get on top. You don't even know they are, do you? It just accumulates. It bubbles, and all of a sudden the lid blows off, doesn't it? And that takes various forms. It really does. I think, in a way, it's healthy, isn't it? That, all right, I had a release. The wood got smashed into some pieces, but I didn't hurt anyone or harm anyone. It's just me with my little hissy fit.
Stop stroking your wood on camera.
What's that, Roy?
Just reassuring it.
He's sitting there stroking his wood on camera.
Matt Polly, did you see that? Put that up there. I just bought my first mech for 3 year vaping milestone. Got the Touring Max with the stacks section. Not owned it yet because I'm a month off. I think actually we've got another anniversary.
Matt, if you decide that you're obviously wanting to use that, I would stay away from the stack section just now. And what I would maybe do is go for maybe a 0.2 build on your RDA. Is a total? It's what was the battery for that one? I'm trying to think.
I don't know. It's nice. Yeah, no.
Trying to think if it's a. I think it doesn't really. I don't think it really matters actually. If it's 18650, 21 or 21700.
I think.
If it's because if he leaves it at the 0.2, it's not going to be ultra hot to use. He's not going to put his batteries under too much stress either. And he'll actually have a very good at first enjoyable mech experience. Because if he puts it at 0.15 and he's not used to instant power, Because let's be frank, that's what it does. It's instant, raw, unadulterated power. Like a 0.2 build, 0.25. It makes be a slower ramp up than what you're used to, but it gets you used to that kick that you're going to get. And then when you feel brave, build it to because you're obviously stacking it. You would need to put your resistance higher, or is it higher or lower? My brain doesn't work with this sometimes. You would need to go up to a 0.35, maybe a 4 on a stack section, because that's just going to hit you like a truck.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Mark Trigwell has put a comment up. Till now, a non-mech user, but the Clutch 18 has raised my interest. Mostly mouth to lung, so a little reticent to purchase. You could use mouth to lung on it, to be fair, and it would be all right. But it's a bit overkill, isn't it? Really. I mean, I had a little woodpecker mech. I don't know what I've done with it. Little wooden.
That's a great little mouth to lung RDA.
Is that the Sting?
Tokamak.
Oh, Tokamak.
At least Mark Trigwell, they are in parallel on that on the Clutch. So you definitely wouldn't want a series mod for mouth to lung, but the parallel mod, you'd be all right. But a lot of people would argue, not really. But all you're getting basically is your 4 volts, I suppose, when the batteries are right fresh, and down to about 3.7 as they start wearing down. So, but like I say, I use my little woodpecker mod. I don't know what the hell I've done with that. I like that one as well. I mean, this is that's a mech. Am I in it right? Yeah, that's a mech with the vert on there. So, or the vert with the Nevermore on top, and that's mouth to lung.
Mini vert.
I think the battery's a bit low in there. And
there's its daddy.
And I was going to say, even if the gent that brought that up on chat, as if he is going to go for like a mech mod, maybe something like the Tacket Mini to start him off. It's a small ATT50, and then when he starts to feel like, something like that, like Roy's holding up just now, something very small with form factor, so it's something to have a look at.
And Gary Black just got the Dove Post signature tips, Mike votes. So that's the Clutch as well. Great follow up on the Clutch. I think I've got 3 of those now. I mean, mine's downstairs, and I've been using it and and enjoying it. So it's good. I haven't had a problem with that one at all.
Why is McTavish streaming from Fishbowl?
It's just the way. It's the way that my. The funny thing is, it's the way that my camera's sitting and the way that I'm sitting with my curtains. My curtains are not poker straight.
Curtains.
So it looks like a fisheye.
How can a man from Northern Ireland take the P out of someone else's accent? How does that happen?
Because it's easy to take the piss out of Scotland. Murder.
There's been a murder.
Curly whirly. Come on.
Purple
curly whirly. Purple curly whirly.
Anyway.
Graham's asked Lynn a comment in chat if he went direct. I think you can choose your block. I'm not sure where Lynn got his from. I just saw I think it was a picture somewhere. I saw of it and looked very, very nice too. What's the Geek Bar? Do you stock the Geek Bar?
It's the
Geek
Vapes disposable
pod.
Is it?
Geek Vapes disposable pod.
Right. No, Abdul.
You get them in different flavours, don't you?
You what? Say again.
You get them in different flavours.
Oh, right.
So if it's a mango one or an apple one or whatever, an apricot one.
Thank you, Patrick. Nice setup, Mark. Naturevape. Why McTavish Stratoya in the fish bowls? I'll get you one day, Roy. I think you keep reading out twice. Yeah, I used to have a GoPro camera, and that made everything look fisheye. Absolutely everything.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on.
And Michelle,
What I've done is
don't
I've started sitting forward so you can actually see me, and it's not just like a tiny head in this big background. I've just moved forward a little bit.
And Michelle, I don't have to take the piss out of your accent because I get enough Michelleisms from you to to write a book on. You know, she's the only person I've ever known that has driven past a field and been surprised that there's a cow in the field.
A K?
A cow.
A K?
A cow in the field.
It's kind of where they live, isn't it? Cows and sheep live in fields.
I've noticed
She's
that.
from Scotland.
I've noticed that.
Even in Scotland.
She's from
We
Scotland.
even have the big we even have the big woolly buggers in the field with the big fucking horns.
Yeah, sorry,
But Michelle was surprised to see one in the field. And I was like, what?
Then again, if you were to drive past your car and go, there's a fucking elephant in that field. You're like, Jesus Christ, there's an elephant in that field.
Laurie would see that all the time. All the time.
Yeah, that's very
And
true.
apparently, Michelle's defense is it didn't look like a field, but it was green. It had shrubs. It had a fence around it. It was a field. Oh, it had those yellow thistle thorns in it. So that was her defense.
What was it? A park?
No, it was a field.
No, she's saying it doesn't look like a field. They went, what does it look like? A park?
A meadow.
Where we sunset and it's got a cow next to it.
It wasn't a standard field. I'm going to get slapped when I go in.
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
She's going to give you an extra one for me because you're there. That's what's going to happen. But that's for you and that for fucking him.
Whoa, Scottish shaming, what next?
So what else have we got coming up for review, folks? Roy, have you got anything coming up for review?
Just juices.
There isn't a lot because the Chinese have been on holiday again, so it's gone sort of quiet again. But so you just got juices, and Jackson, you were sent a load of stuff from Eric, weren't you? SimSig?
Yeah. Mods, tanks, a bit of everything. He sent me over the new Horizon Tech Sakers tank. I don't know if you've seen it or heard of it. Top airflow. I've had mixed. Obviously, I've already put the review out from that, but at the weekend, mixed feedback back. A lot of people are saying it's the best sub-home tank since sliced bread. My personal opinion, it's a load of shit. The flavour on it, there's no flavour. There really ain't. So I've put that out.
From Horizon Tech.
Yeah, no, obviously it's top airflow. So my personal opinion, I think you're always going to lose flavour with top airflow on a sub-home tank. My opinion. The coils, obviously, I was trying to have a look, see if you could put other coils in it and everything like that. But with the thing with these coils, I got two lips on. So if that makes sense, so they only go into the actual base with the two. You have to dial them down and pop it in with the two lips. So I don't think, as of yet, you can use any of the coils in it. But I've got to be honest, and you've got to be real. I don't think the flavour, way I think it judged it with the Y-Rise launcher, I thought was cracking flavour. The Y-Rise launcher flavour pisses all over it, tenfolds. So for people out there, because obviously, first time, I never ever, when I do review stuff, I never watch other people's reviews because I think if you're going to watch somebody else's review and then you review it, you're going to pick up on that certain person. So I like to do it without watching anybody. So if I make mistakes, I make mistakes. It's one of them. And with this, I thought, we'll have a little look, see when it actually come out. The Americans rave about it, so it's the next best thing, So I had high hopes for it. I banged the coil in, juiced it all up, and I was fucking disappointed. Very, very disappointed. So if you want my opinion, don't buy the fucking thing. And then, to top it bloody off, you've got a plastic caging around the actual thing, right? You've got to take 4 Phillips head screws out and put a bubble glass on to even use it to start with, right? What person in the right mind wants to take 4 screws out just to put a bubble glass on to start using it?
So, question of the day, Jackson: if you lost it, would you buy another one?
Pardon me language. Pardon me.
What I've done is I've went on to the site that I normally get all my my clone mechs from, and it's called the Andromeda. This is coming. Let's turn my thing up. called the Andromeda.
Andromeda.
It's white Delrin.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that is nice. That is nice.
Yeah. Right.
And then I've got the Andromeda. It's the Andromeda Point 2 that's also coming, which is this one, also in white, because I have a thing about white mods. It's the Point 2.
That's
Ooh.
better. That's well
Yeah.
nicer.
That's nice as well.
Yeah.
So those two should
And
be
our
coming
family woodpecker.
next week. Oh, that's nice.
18650 woodpecker. Lovely. Nice wooden mod. I like wood as well. I don't blame you for liking white, because I think white Delrin's nice as well. But
Yeah.
wood is, I don't know, it just feels nice and you knock the thing over. That isn't going to stand there. Oh, it's magnetised a little grub screw. That's white. Picked up on the bottom.
And Tavish Coil's asking what site's that?
I've just sent them, but it's AliExpress I use. I've not had any problems with them.
Fair enough.
I've been using them since like when I started doing reviews. It got to the stage where like my wife would sit down with me and go, "Look, this is going to be your budget," and it got to the stage where I was like, "I can't get my channel off the ground without this." And she went, "Right, okay." And this was obviously me cutting corners anywhere I could. And it was Andy, the Skint Vapor, that said, "Listen, why don't you try this place?" And every single time that I've had a problem, it's been fixed quite immediately. So I can't really complain.
No.
Was it my GT4? It came and it was missing all the screws. And I said, all the screws from my deck are missing. Where are they? Oh, we've already noticed that it's been missing. We've already sent them to you with a little extra to apologise, and they gave me extra coils and cotton for nothing. So I can't complain.
You can't moan at that, can you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Roy, would you like to do a decent, proper job for your lovely other half?
I did.
She's got some reviews coming up.
Yes.
I noticed.
I've already put the link. I've already put the link in chat.
I know.
But Michelle, 8 o'clock tomorrow night on Instagram. Michelle does a live. Last week she had Mark on and reviewing the TV. She took Mark's cherry for Instagram live, and she's doing 6 flavors as a live review. God bless her wee cotton socks. She actually's got into the stage now where she sits before it and wicks up 6 strippers. So that she doesn't have to change the cotton while she's on live. Otherwise, it would be a 10-hour live show. And but no, she does a really good job on it, and she needs all the support she can get on there. And I think I said it last week, but congratulations on hitting the 5K bar or breaking the 5K barrier.
Well,
she's well on her way now.
Shall we tell everyone why I nearly had a fit of the giggles on my Virgin Instagram show?
Go on. Yeah, go on.
If you watch it back, folks, go on Michelle's channel, have a look back at the me as a guest on there. Now, it's the first time that I've been on a show or anything else with Michelle's, Roy's other half. And to describe Michelle, she's very short, she's bubbly, she's nice. And she said, "Let's try the first one." I think it was Shake 'em Up, and she's going like that. Now, rudely, the only thing I had in my head was a clip I once saw which said, "Look out, love, they go off in your hand." And that was in my head. And how I held the giggle, I don't know. I really don't know. So if you want to watch it, look at my face. You'll see I start to get the giggles, and I did hold it, and I thoroughly enjoyed my time on Instagram with Michelle. That was great.
And you also got to shared space with Thesis himself, the creator of the Barrage.
Yeah, he was on there as well.
She turned into like a bubbly little teenager when he popped on as well.
She didn't even, when he was in chat, and I was like, so that's why I had to type in for her. Said, why didn't you join the live, or ask him to join the live? But yeah, you could just see her just go like a wee. She was like that to start with. I had all that beforehand because she knew Mark was coming on the show with her, and she was like, "Oh, Naturevape's coming on my show. Naturevape's coming on my show."
Yeah, exactly, Michelle. Shake him up, Naturevape.
You see, like another thing, like obviously speaking of that, I told you both that I was coiling on the GT4, and I did a dual coil build in a single deck. Here it is.
All right, yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant,
Got a
cracking flavour.
big chunky coil in the center post.
No, these are These are tiny,
Roy, don't go there.
big chunky coils.
Have you ever tried parallel coils?
I have, yeah. I won a competition last year, and I got some of the Kilted Devils coils. He's a Scottish coil maker,
Right.
and he made me some series coils for my Bonza,
Yeah.
and they're absolutely phenomenal. But they take up the entire space.
Yeah.
They're made for the Bonza, but they literally I get like the smallest amount of cotton in there. I need to constantly drip on it.
Mm.
So I'm thinking about maybe taking them out and maybe sticking them in the Kennedy, or maybe Danny. Yeah, he's a fantastic coil builder.
I used to use. I had a little period where I used parallel coils all the time, even mouth to lung. Roy.
That's it. See the coils that are in my GT4. That you've just held them up.
Oh, mine. Yeah.
Yeah. The little it was the 2 mouth to lung coils, and I thought I could get a 0.5 out of that, give or take, and the flavour is brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And how are you getting on with your Id Zachary now?
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. I think I've only had to re-wick it maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
And I'm not like a menthol user, but I'll normally use I like using like a Heisenberg in a mouth to lung. I don't know why. I think it's the aniseed kind of pops a little bit more for me.
Yeah.
And I think I've maybe only done it 3 or 4 times, re-wicked it. It's so easy to build on.
It is.
And the second deck that is far superior.
The V2, yeah, it is. Yeah.
And Coyle says the Warrior RDA is great. I don't like the Warrior at all. I thought it was sitting over there somewhere. I did not get on with the Warrior at all.
It just looks like a giant helmet. Pardon the pun.
Has my chat gone wrong? I don't think I'm getting chat coming through now. Don't think I am. Well, I think we have nearly. We're
6 minutes. 6 minutes.
Yeah, but we've got to say goodbyes and stuff, so that takes time. But we'll carry on for a little bit.
The time Jackson says his goodbyes, we have to.
Well, Jackson's got to say his goodbyes, and he's got to plug his channel. And you had another show, Jackson, didn't you, last Saturday?
Yeah,
I did, yeah. Yeah. It's different, isn't it?
I watched some of it, to be fair. I didn't see anything Naturevape, so I switched off. No, I'm joking.
Oh, you are. Yeah, Mark, you need to rewatch it then, don't you? The full version, not the 10 minutes. Go back and watch the full one, and then you'll hear.
I watched some of it. It's Saturday night. We were watching a film. I think Tina nipped up for a shower, so I had a quick look, and then she came down. We carried on with it.
You quick look at Tina in the shower?
No. No.
Let it come down and watch the show. Yeah. That's going on all right.
Fiona says she missed it. She'll watch the replay. You should miss it. You should watch it, Fiona. I did hold it together, but that comment was just in my head and it wouldn't go away. They were the videos going around, weren't they? Were they called the Our Lovely videos or something? Oh, lovely. He went all the time. They were like I don't suppose they were soft porn. They're a bit harder than that. But people always seem to have them on their phone and showing other people these clips. Have you never seen any of them? No. I'm sure someone in chat will know exactly what I'm talking about.
Is it like TikTok or something like that?
No, I think they're videos. You get the odd one sent to you like on a WhatsApp or whatever as a funny, and it's It's just this bloke commentating over video, shall we say. So, yeah. Well, okay. Well, I think we're near enough there. 21:56. I think unless anyone else has got anything they want to say. Roy's sitting there with a bit. Have you got anything, Roy?
No, I'm just thinking there's 80 watching at the minute and 40 likes. So come on, get it up to 50.
Well, I'm actually pleasantly surprised that we've got 80 because when the football's on, other people have got other stuff to do.
Yeah.
They want to watch the football and things like that. So if we've had 80, I think that's an amazing amount. So thank you,
We had
guys.
95 at one stage, so
Yeah, that was nice. That's nice that people still spare a bit of time on their Tuesday night to hear us chat a load of rubbish. So, all right, Jackson, go on, fire us off with your goodbyes.
Massive thank you obviously to everybody in chat. Cracking. Time just flies, actually. Week in, week out, your hour and a half just goes fucking well quick, doesn't it? Massive thanks to McTavish for popping on. So nice to actually get to talk to you on a show, mate. Something a bit different. So cracking there. My reviews, get over to Jackson Vape. However,
Let me just mute.
don't buy the
Hang on.
sake. Asshole. No, just don't buy the sake. It's shit. And obviously, thanks to Roy and thanks to Mark. As far as I know, is the football on next Tuesday at 8 o'clock, England?
Is it next Tuesday?
Yeah,
Who?
8 o'clock.
Who?
So what,
Barry,
Who?
that tastes
England
like
are on next
strawberry,
Tuesday.
and some of them are
And?
really squishy.
There's two people here that aren't English, and then there's somebody who doesn't watch football. So
English here, mate. English here. Born and bred. Got to support the old football, the England, mate. Got to.
why?
You got Mark sat there in the corner, rubbing his face to fucking Haribos.
Do you know, I haven't had Haribos for years.
He's going to be sitting there hyper after this stream. Like, I can't go to sleep. I'm off my tits and sugar.
My dentist would have a fit after yesterday, wouldn't she? Never mind.
Yeah, she would. She would.
I'm looking at the
disappointed
stream going,
that
actually, I'm trying to stay away from sugary sweets and drinks. And look at me sitting there scoffing Haribos on stream.
Sorry, folks.
Barry, that tastes like strawberry, and some of them are really squishy.
Really squishy.
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 Roy, do you want to go next or do you want to go after McTavish?
No, I'll go next. I don't mind. Thank you to every single person in chat who has contributed to questions and answers and kept the laughs going and everything else. Thank you to Mr. McTavish for jumping in at short notice to cover Mr. TVP spot. Are you on top of TVP or no? You're actually on him because you're in his spot. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
That's probably why it feels really uncomfortable. I'm probably sitting on his head right now.
Thank God I thought of that.
Thank you to Jackson, and also thank you to the boss, Mr. Burns.
You're very welcome, Roy.
Mr. Burns.
Do you know what? I'm liking Michelle more all the time. She's quite right. Rugby is far more interesting than rugby.
Just on that, I got Michelle into the rugby during the last World Cup, and I think it was about the third match she was watching when Scotland was playing, and somebody pulled the shorts down and she's seen a big Scottish arse, and that was her hooked.
It
Really was. She loves the scrums because the camera angles get behind them and she gets to see all their arses, and she'll be the first to admit it, but that's the reason why she loves rugby. But,
You're like, Roy,
yeah.
leave the room. Why? They're scrumming.
Oh, hang on. We've got to do this. We've got to give him a round of applause for making it to the end. Oh, hang on, press the wrong one. Well done, Cheech. You made it all the way to the end.
Which cheeks though?
Well, any Cheech to make it to the end is good, isn't it? Yeah. It's got to be.
So I pass it across to Mr. I'll pass it across to the boss man to say.
To me? So we're going to let
McTavish. No, McTavish. McTavish.
Thank you very much, Roy. So, firstly, everyone in chat, thank you very much for making me feel welcome and having a few questions for me. That's very much appreciated. It's like I'm on a pogo stick.
On a pogo stick. Do you want the full screen, McTavish?
Full screen him. Full screen him.
There you go.
He's actually on the full screen.
There you go. Now you can feel really
right, okay. Right, let's start again then, shall I? So everyone in chat, thank you very much for welcoming me back in again and having some questions for me. It's very much appreciated. Thank you very much to Jackson, to Roy, and to Mark for inviting me back on again. It was an absolute pleasure. And I hope to see you all in the future. You all stay safe. And I will pass over to Mr. Burns.
I'll put us back to our form. Oh, well done me for doing that and not crashing everything like I sometimes. Well done me. No, thanks McTavish, James. Thanks ever so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. It's right the last knock-ins when I asked you, and you didn't even question it. You just came straight on. So that's fantastic. Nice to have you on as well. You always got interesting things to say. We all like a bit of mech mod and stuff, and I think pretty much. There aren't many people that really cover that now, is there? It's all the same sort of stuff that a lot of people cover. So hats off to you for doing something a bit different and something that interests me as well, and I'm sure a lot of people in chat. Thank you, young Roy. Thank you, young Jackson. I'll call you both young. When you get to my age, everyone's young, you see. It's actually... No, we're okay. It's not my birthday next Tuesday. It's next Monday. So we'll still be here next Tuesday. If it was next Tuesday, my birthday, I think Tina might not want me to do it. She might want to do something. But no, it's Monday. So another year older and definitely not wiser, but older. So until next week, thanks for watching, folks. All your comments in chat, as always interesting. Gives us things to discuss and talk about. Until next time, take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.